Hi guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your daily tarot cards for Monday, July the 3rd, 2023. Today we're pulling from the gold foil tarot cards. So this is the deck. I got it off of AliExpress. I noticed in the comments people are asking the decks that I'm pulling from. Not necessarily the ones that I do dailies on, so I'll try to be more mindful about that. But if you do ask, I will sit there and comment and tell you what decks it's from. So with this, full moon, I looked on astrology, astrosy, excuse me. They were saying it's in Sagittarius. Everyone's saying it's in Cancer. So whatever. But I'm like, fire's in the sky. Why do I feel a certain way? And it's so crazy because my one son is Cancer Gemini. My other one is Gemini Cancer. They're like opposites of each other, but it's like they're twins. But I feel like a lot of us are feeling like this frustration, especially when it comes to finances. If you're anywhere in Canada, we just got another tax. So this is the third tax been implemented on us. You know what I mean? It's just like April Fools put a tax, and now it's another one. It's like I'm like doing everything to bring my bills down. I sat there, changed my policy with my house insurance because the other one kept increasing, and I'm like, okay, I haven't had a claim in 5 years, so why do you? Oh, well, because of cross the can. I'm like, cross Canada. I'm an individual policy. What does individual policy have to do with cross Canada? You know what I mean? It's just, I'm like, first year was fine. I'm like, okay, it's only a couple dollars, not a big deal. Now we're all the way almost to $100 a month, and I'm like, time to. I should have switched last year, but I didn't realize how easy it was. But, you know, it's just like whatever. So a lot of us, I feel, are sitting there trying to watch our pocketbooks, and it's like sit there and decrease our services and everything like that, trying to sit there and live a little. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I feel like universe sees how you're moving forward. This full moon is the buck moon. This is all about regrowth. They talk about how the male deer's antlers regrow. You know what I mean? And I got the Hierophant card, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't go with the deck, but I understand now where it's like the Hierophant doesn't necessarily have to be a pulpit. Doesn't necessarily have to be someone we turn to in that sense. Like, for me, I always turn to Yahweh Yeshua. I'm like, in my lack of understanding, like, I'm trying so hard to do things, but I also understand, like, other things came up. Like, you know, kids needed some t-shirts, bought them some t-shirts, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I can understand that. I saw a sale going on, and it was like kale chips and stuff like that. Ugh. I tried avocado chips. I tried cauliflower chips. Oh, not chips, but it's like it's supposed to be a healthy snack. You know, it's like make your own. It's horrible. They're still sitting there and just they taste burnt. It's just, but they're like well seasoned. I'm like, what seasoning? I'm like, good gravy. You know, this is a rebirth in our life, and I feel like this is where universe is like, we see your frustration, but understand that we see the seeds you're sowing. We see what you're trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? So it's just like me, I'm shifting. Whereas working on my day off, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's still in the respect of Shabbat, but it's just like, I see my fellow co-workers, not employees, co-workers, not employees. I don't have employees yet, but my fellow co-workers, it's just like, going on stress leave and stuff. And it's like, okay, I can't do that to myself. I got kids to raise. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make myself in a worse situation. So I got to make sure I'm woo-sowing and, you know what I mean? Doing everything I need to do. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm basically sleeping on my day off, to rest and rejuvenate. And it's like, no, I don't want to do that. It's been humid here anyway, so it's just like, you know what I mean? But it's like, don't want to sleep my days away, my days off away. So it's like, get up and enjoy life. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is where this Knight of Pentacles comes in. It's like news is coming in. Don't forget to do your salt and cinnamon ceremonies. You know what I mean? Sit there. You live in an apartment, stand in the, do it at a time when no one's around. Like, you know what I mean? Because you don't want your neighbors to be like, hi, how you doing? And they're like, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? It's just like, I looked out my window. Okay, they're not around, did it. You know what I mean? They probably heard me. I don't really care if they heard me, but I did it anyway. But it's like, things that we're manifesting, things we're doing, efforts that we're making. You know what I mean? It's just, you know. I feel like that conflicting side, you know what I mean? This with the eight is with the eight of swords here, but it's a number eight, and I feel like this is where you will succeed in this. Especially, it's like you're like myself, where it's like, okay, you know what, you need some rest and rejuvenation. It's humid outside, so there's a lot of factors playing in here. It's not just you. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, okay, yep, I see this, I see that, and it's like, sitting there still making a sustained effort, doing certain things. Like, you know what I mean? Like with myself, it's like changing things. They're like changing spending habits, which I have. I've done a lot of, dramatic, changes, and it's just like, you know, trying to see the fruits of that. You know what I mean? That's where the frustrating thing goes in. But it's just like keep moving forward. You know what I mean? Keep putting your energy forward. This is, fire. You know what I mean? Bravery, courage, strength, resilience. Leave behind all fear, worry, and doubt. This is where I feel like the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands come in here. The universe has our back. We're not alone in this battle. You know what I mean? With the World card, it's like things are coming to an end. This moon does bring in prosperity. This moon does bring in abundance. You know what I mean? So it's just like sit there and as those things come in, treat them accordingly. Don't go crazy. Don't, you know what I mean? That's what I was like. If you're like me and you love Bath and Body Works, it's just like all the Halloween collections coming out. So it's like I've been working extra hours to pay for it. Just like I know certain things are coming up. You know what I mean? So it's like putting money away for it, and it just like I did for my mattress. I sat there. I wanted a new mattress. I kept saving until I had enough, and then I bought it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, start doing that. It's just like changing the way, you know what I mean? Have it work for you, like not against you. You know what I mean? I feel like with the Ace of Wands, you know what I mean, and the Nine of Pentacles, it's like this rebirth in your life. You know what I mean? Hopefully, with no harm to none. I think all of us are like in the same boat that way. It's just, like universe reminded me, like with Shane passing, obviously changed our life in a dramatic way. You know what I mean? And it's just like we didn't get here in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? I had to heal. I had to do what I was doing. I was babysitting it. I did easy jobs where I can babysit and everything like that, where it didn't take, highly intelligent to do it. You know what I mean? As long as you're a good person and, be there with the kids and have a good time. They actually brought a lot of joy into my life, seeing the kids laugh with the kids and they're dancing and, we're watching movies and everything like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like you look forward to having them. Like, you know what I mean? It's, I do miss them, but it's just like at the same time, it's like I knew I had to grow. You know what I mean? And I know I've grown out of this situation. I feel like a lot of us feel that. It's like we've outgrown something, the frustration, it's like moving forward, but also understand that, it was like we were watching Men in Black and they were like, a year, in the galaxy time is like freaking, what did they say, a week or an hour? You know what I mean? An hour, you know? So it's just like, we feel like we're waiting light years and it's like we're not actually. And it's like don't be frustrated with yourself. You're doing all the effort that you can, you're doing everything you can. Keep going. Bit by bit you'll start to see. I could see certain changes in certain things, but in the other, you know what I mean? It's just, we all wish we can get there a lot quicker, but it is what it is. It took me years to get to this point, and it's going to take me years to get to the other point. Unless Yahweh and Yeshua bless me with a lottery win, you know what I mean? It's just like, doing everything I can, possible. That's all you can do. Little by little. The biggest thing is to remember you're not alone in this, that the universe does support you in this, And that's where I feel like where the Hierophant is like, believe in yourself, believe in your higher self, that, those messages will come in, you know what I mean? I definitely am intuitive a little bit this weekend, So it's just like, listening to those messages, I'm going to probably share them, you know what I mean? I was going to do a full moon forecast. I thought the full moon was next weekend. I should have, I saw the half moon and I was just like, oh, okay, next week. Nope. Not, not at all. You know what I mean? So it's just like, oops, I just... This is where I'm shifting my work hours, where it's just like I can, using my time for the things that I enjoy and love, that bring me happiness. You know what I mean? So that's where I feel like, shifting that shift there. So definitely bring that shift in, and university is where you're trying to sit there and make plans and do things. You know what I mean? everything will fall into place in their own good timing. So don't get frustrated with yourself. You're doing everything you can, and just like they said, we didn't get here in a day, we didn't get here in an hour, we didn't get here in 2 minutes. Like, it happened, and it's just like all you can do is just regrow and keep believing in yourself. You're doing everything you can. You're doing a great job. Just some things take a little more time than effort than others. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Monday, July the 3rd, 2023. May the universe bless you good. We'll see you for the next daily tarot card.